Salute to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Hakodash. I want to say double honor to our elders, our great apostle, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being a great example to Israel, minding the elect. All right, peace and blessings to the hope the elect on the four corners, pursuing the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song. This your brother Nabah. I just come with a quick lesson. All right, it's just really a little movie that I watched last night following the movie that got the world shook right now in the uproar. Hebrews to Negroes. All right, and this movie that I ran upon is called Reclaiming the Throne. All right, and basically it's got a lot of detail, the same thing sort of the movie Hebrews to Negro. They're explaining who the true blacks are, as Israelites. But through the whole entire movie, it's facts enough. It's facts enough. I can tell you that it's facts enough. A lot of facts. But the main thing, in the whole entire movie, he never linked it up with the scriptures. He never linked everything he pulled up with facts, dealing with us came on the slave ships, dealing with us being in Egypt. A lot of things that he said and he showed. He showed facts too, but he ain't link it up with scriptures. And it was kind of emotional. Jake, how Jake be in their feelings. Jake really ain't got no power source. That's why the scriptures say they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. All right, they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Because he said, hey, he showed a lot of facts in that, man, and it was true, but he didn't link it up with the precept. Because not one time he brought out Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. All right, why is we in these curses? Why do we go through these things that we go through in Babylon the Great, aka America? All right, this sinful kingdom ought to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. He never once brought out any precepts. And that's where prophecy come from. All right, prophecy come from, all right, linking the scriptures up with history, man. And a lot of people fail. I'm thinking that, if he would have put the precepts in there, they probably won't let his ass put it on Netflix. But I think you can watch it on Tubi. So the movie is called Reclaiming the Throne. And that's spiritual in itself. Because we is reclaiming the throne of Yahweh Shema Shah. Remember, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning that follow it. And going to reclaiming the throne is the earth was made for our sake. Because we once had possessed the throne. All right? Starting with, King David, and we had that 40-year reign, all right, with King Solomon. All right, now it's going to be with Yahweh Shah. All right, reclaiming the throne, man. He gonna sit on the throne forever and forever and forever. So that was spiritual in itself, because we know who sit on the throne. All right now, it's Esau Edom. All right, he the God of this world. Remember, the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. All right, the key word was given. So now the Lord is going to come and take it away. All right, so yeah, that was spiritual in itself. Because how can you reclaim something that you never had that you claimed? So that's spiritual, but then Jake putting off day, man. Jake said about 2053. I said, God damn, not 35. You know what I'm saying? Jake said about 2053, all right, black will be worth in America 0%. Like, we won't have no obligation. We won't have no resources. You know what I'm talking about? Like, everything would be taken away and blacks will have nothing by 2053. But we see where it's headed to, dealing with the charagma. Shit, no one. All right, if they don't take hold, if they don't fall for the beast, it's gonna be hard, especially if they don't put their trust in Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, it's gonna be a lot of people left with 0%. All right, worth in America, man. Babylon the Great. But then it was a quote. It was a quote that he had put on there. All right. And it says, a people without knowledge, all right, a people without knowledge of their past, history, origin, or culture is like a tree without roots. All right, it's like a tree without roots, man. And that's very true. That's very true, man. All right, because remember, when you go into Jeremiah 17:4, or I think it's 17:4, that we have discontinued from our heritage. All right, we have discontinued from our heritage, man. All right, so we lost our inheritance. We lost our identity. All right, we lost the culture. All right, how we conduct ourselves, the way we be. You know, the law, statute, commandment. We had discontinued from that. But guess what? The Lord has given us that back. All right, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, going back to that word, restore. All right, through Elder Alva Bivens, everything is started to restore back unto us, put back in our remembrance, going back to the title, reclaiming the throne. All right, and I had a precept, Colossians 2:6. I got to turn my damn phone thing on, so like. So I'm gonna get that Colossians 2:6-7. All right, because he said a people without knowledge. And what is the true knowledge of us? All right, the knowledge of the Bible, the understanding of who we are, the understanding who the Lord are. All right, understanding our purpose. You know, understanding what pleased the Lord. We lost that. So a people without knowledge of their past history, all right, knowing where we come from. All right, we come from a line of kings and princes. All right, our origin. All right, in the culture, not nigga culture. All right, but Israelite culture, man. You know, not twerking, not rapping. All right, not making a fool of ourselves. We don't come from there. All right, we come from a royal line. We are a priesthood. All right, like I said, 1 Peter. All right, we are a royal priesthood. You see? So guess what? We finna tap back into that. As you see already, we tapping into the spirit. Well, we just reclaiming the throne. That's a good movie to watch. I gotta watch the rest of it. I ain't watch all of it, cause shit, I you know, shit, the sleep got my ass. But as far as I've seen, as far as what I'm telling y'all, and it's a fact, enough, man. But if you ain't got the spirit to understand and dissect it through the scriptures, then you'll still be blind. It won't serve no purpose. You know, it won't serve no purpose. So you gotta have the spirit, all right, to link it up with the scriptures. All right, because 2 + 2 is 4. All right, it makes sense. All right, it makes sense when you add it to the scriptures. So let me go and grab Colossians 2:6 real quick. All right, this is Colossians 2:6. All right, this Colossians 2:6, and it says, as ye have therefore received Yahushua Mashiach, or Mashiach Yahushua, the Lord, so walk ye in him. You see that? Remember, it said a people without knowledge of their past, hidden history, origin, or culture, like a tree without roots. All right? So it says, as ye have therefore received Mashiach Yahushua, the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him. You see that? You got to be rooted and built up in Yahushua and established in what? In the faith. All right? So us coming back to realizing who we are and knowing who our power is, now we are starting to take root, all right, of the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. And it said what? And established in the faith. Now you got to believe. And ye have been taught, abounding therein, with what? Thanksgiving. So because when you go into Corinthians, it speaks about us being the olive branch, all right, and those that were grafted back in being a wild olive branch. All right, it all makes sense as us being at trees. You know, when you go into Mark 8:12, I see men as at trees. All right. But I Shalom, bro. I recommend y'all, brother, to watch that movie. It's called Reclaiming the Throne, man. Reclaiming the Throne. I just want to give y'all a little brief summary on that. Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters be edified. Salaki. Y'all Bashima Shah, Bashim, Kakadash, Bakata, Shalom, Baba, Baba, Raka, Akin. Shalom. DTA.